Hi everybody, Mr. Politics here, and welcome to another video. Keir Starmer is, has been branded weak and unreliable. That's by our military top brass. Well, we all know that he's weak and unreliable, and he's also pathetic. We don't need the military generals, our top brass, to tell us that. We've known that for the last 2 years. But of course, uh, President Trump, is now getting ready to attack Iran. And of course, he asked permission if they could use our RAF bases to launch attacks from. And Starmer has said no. Well, that's not going to go down very well in Washington, is it? I should imagine that the next time that Starmer and Trump meet or talk over the phone, the it'll be a frost. It'll be a frosty He'll get a frosty reception whenever he meets Trump again. Not only we in the UK have denied America the right to use our air bases, it's also reported that little Napoleon, Emmanuel Macron, has also said no. And of course, Starmer has said that international law, we must respect international law. Starmer is absolutely obsessed with international law, isn't he? He's obsessed with it. And I suppose he asked the Attorney General, Lord Hamer, who is another one who's obsessed with international law, whether it will be if he can grant permission for the Americans to use our airbase, and Lord Hamer has said no. It breaks international law. You can't do that. What is wrong with Starmer and his pal Lord Hamer? What is wrong with these two idiots? Like I've said, they're obsessed with international law. Nobody else is. I don't think anybody else is obsessed with it so much as Starmer. He's got an obsession with it, hasn't he? He thinks the international law comes first. Never mind the laws in our own country, comes first. That's the most important thing that we have to obey. We have to obey international law. After all, Starmer is still a lawyer, isn't he? He's a human rights lawyer. Like I've said, he's obsessed with it. Goodness knows what Donald Trump thinks of Starmer. Well, we know what he thinks of him. We all know what he thinks of him. We all know Donald Trump thinks he's completely useless. He's absolutely useless. I mean, what's to stop Iran from firing their long-range missiles at us? Say if one of their long-range missiles hits London, what would Starmer do then? Starmer to protect London? Or would he say, no, we're not going to do anything, we can't because of international law? That international law gets in the way of everything, doesn't it? It gets in the way of everything. There's only one country in the world, that's us, the UK, which has an obsession with it. No other country, I don't think any other country bothers so much with it. Starmer, well, he must wake up every morning thinking about it. That's all he thinks about. And of course, if in the future we in the UK want to take any kind of military action against a rogue nation or somebody threatening us, of course he'll have to talk to his friend Lord Hamer, say whether or not we can go ahead and launch retaliatory strikes against any rogue nation. And he'll probably say, no, we can't because of international law. You can't break international law. What planet are these two on? What planet are they on? I want to know is how did Lord Hamer become Attorney General? I'll tell you how he did. It was Starmer. He appointed him. It was, of course, they were close friends. Close friends, I think, like I've said, they think more of international law and human rights than they do of anything else. I mean, we've only got to look in the past of Lord Hamer. He's represented some shifty characters in the past, hasn't he? He's been lawyers to some shifty characters. And of course, Starmer as well. He's been lawyer to some as well. But we must be a laughing stock. Absolute laughing. We're a laughing stock with Starmer still as Prime Minister and Lord Hamer as Attorney General. I mean, what's going to happen if, say, World War III starts and Russia starts dropping nuclear weapons on us? What's Starmer going to do then? I suppose Starmer will then ask his friend, Lord Hamer, permission to fire our nuclear weapons in case it breaks international law. Anyway, that's the end of this video. Dr. Politics here signing off. And remember, don't believe the lies.